So what's up, everyone? It is your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and today we're gonna get into the new Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Divine Blush Duo collection. So I got 3 blushes, I got 2 highlighters, and I have the other older highlighters to compare these highlighters. So it's about to be a long one, girl, because we're gonna compare all of these blushes and highlight colors together. I'm gonna put them on my face, and then I got the little eye quad too, so we're gonna put that in here since it's all Pat McGrath. It's a Pat McGrath day. Okay, so I got 3 shades. I got the shade Cosmic Coral, Paradise Glow, and Night Bloom. So Night Bloom is supposed to be a violet maroon, demi matte, blue red denim matte combination. Paradise Glow is supposed to be a bronze rose with pearl, terracotta demi matte. So I feel like Paradise Glow is supposed to be similar to Paradise Venus. I feel like Night Bloom, just looking at the color of it, is supposed to be similar to Love Struck. And then Cosmic Coral is supposed to be a pale sienna denim matte, fresh orange denim matte combination. So I'm feeling like that's supposed to be similar to Coral Bloom. So I'm gonna show all 3 of those together. These retail for $44 a piece, but I bought mine on Mother's website. I'm just reading from Sephora's website, but Mother's website had a bundle where you could buy 3 for a certain amount. So I did that instead. It says a divine duo of petal soft powder blush curated to blend together for a unique feather-like skin velvet finish. The coverage is medium, the finish is matte, and the formulation is a pressed powder. Paired by Pat, this curated duo of demi matte powder blushes creates buildable layers of color for even looking mistake-proof application. Sweep over foundation for rich saturation, or after powder for a soft diffused look. Choose from an array of experimental coordinated shades to beautify all skin tones. Okay, so I didn't know you're supposed to put her blush on when you just have your foundation on. That's interesting to me. So this is called a mini eyeshadow palette Mini Voyage. It was 29 bucks. I bought mine on Sephora. It just launched on her website yesterday because I got the email about it. It says a mini mirrored eyeshadow compact inspired like Pat's most loved shades and textures. So if you already know her most loved shades and textures, or like her special shades, her really foily metallics, and then like her most popular palette, which is Bronze Seduction or Mothership 5. So there's 5 shades from Mothership 5 in here, and then there's 1 shade from Mothership 3 in here. This limited edition mini palette stars 5 of Pat McGrath's most loved eyeshadows, complemented by debuting metallic bronze Venus. The 6 ultra pigmented shades deliver maximum payoff and long-lasting artistry in a single swipe. With a compact size and user-friendly layout, it's a major must-have for creating legendary looks at home or on the go. So it's saying that the shade Bronze Venus is new, but there's no shade on here when you read out the shade list that is Bronze Venus. So I'm assuming they meant Sunset Bronze, and again, I'm told that every shade in here is old, so I don't know. And since it says on the back Sunset Bronze and they put Bronze Venus as the new shade in here, I'm confused now. So there's a typo there somewhere, but I believe I remember working Turner saying there was a typo somewhere there, because she got her palette, of course, before I got mine. But I don't know if I pay for express shipping, because I'm like, it's gonna come, it's gonna come. I don't get paid to do this, so we're gonna budget accordingly. Okay, so the first one I'm going to show is Coral, Cosmic Coral, and then I want to swatch that upside or show it aside Electric Bloom. Now the funny thing is, when you see these pictures online compared to you seeing the product in person, they look 2 completely different colors. Because remember, she said it was more coral, but to me this looks more pink. This doesn't look corally, it just looks pink. And this is more of a reddish orangey type shade. So I'm trying to figure out where those look similar. To me, it looks more close to the shade Cherishes, which is why I went ahead and bought all of them just to be safe. But I was like, I don't know how this is going to be. So I'm going to show you Cherish up against the side. It looks like they mixed Cherish and Paradise Venus together, and that's how they got the color. See, because this is what Cherish looks like, and this is what the other shade looks like. It looks like a little deeper version of Cherish. So now I'm confused. So I'm going to swatch each side by itself, just to see what the color is looking like. And then I see why you have to swatch them together, because if you don't, you just be out here looking like, what in the world? So you can't even see one of the shades from Coral, a Cosmic Coral on my skin. Well, you can see it right there, but I feel like you can barely see it. That was the pink one that was on the side. So I want to swatch Cherish against that and see how it's going to look. So I'm going to swatch Cherish in front of it because of the way I swatch these. But see what I'm saying? It just looks like it's a, well, I guess you can see the coral in it now, but in the pan it just looks like it's a lighter pink version of Cherish, but it's not when you actually swatch it. So these are quite interesting. I'm going to swatch them together on the face, which is why I'm not, you know, doing that now. Let me put Cherish back up, and we'll move on to the next one. So I'm going to get all my comparisons done out the way first, and then I'll try to remember to put a timestamp so you can see where, you know, the video actually starts with me applying all the blushes and stuff. And then we're going to try some of the Give lipsticks from Gwen Stefani's brand. So I'm going to put one of those on after I use the quad. So like I said, we got to go through a lot, y'all. This is Paradise Glow. And this is one that confused me the most, because in the picture it looks much like deeper and saturated, but I will show you Paradise Venus against it. My Paradise Venus is disgusting. Apologize in advance. Look how dirty my mirror is, and just compact in general. But I told y'all, Paradise Venus is my most used shade, and now you can see it firsthand, because look how dirty it is compared to this other one. Okay, so we're gonna swatch Paradise Glow first, and then we will swatch my Paradise Venus to compare, just like I did the last time. All the first shades in these palettes I noticed are quite light and ashy-ish, in my personal opinion, so they don't pick up very well, but I'm sure once they mix in with the other ones, they'll look beautiful just like they're supposed to. But just swatching them alone, it's like it's not hitting for me. Just swatching it alone automatically, it's not hitting. I'm hoping it hit different on the face like that song by that girl. Yeah, see, this is Paradise Venus at the end. This is Paradise Glow, the two shades right here. So, okay, we only got one more left, y'all, and then we're gonna actually get into putting some stuff on my face. So we did Coral, we did Cosmic Coral, we did Paradise Glow, it's Paradise Venus. Now I feel like I'm gonna like Paradise Glow the best, just because I like Paradise Venus the best. But Night Bloom looks really nice as well, so I'm figuring I might like it as well. When the fall comes, I usually reach more for Love Struck, and it reminded me of Love Struck, so I figured, you know. And my Love Struck is kind of dirty too, so be advised. But again, I told y'all those are the two shades I use the most, so it makes sense. So here's Night Bloom and Love Struck. You see what I'm saying? Like, the outer satin parts look more like the original ones, and it looks like she just added special colors to go inside of them. So let's get to swatching these. I'm gonna have difficulty swatching. I guess I can swatch them further up my arm because we have taken up all the space on the back of my hand for the first two shades. So, okay, swatch into this shade. It looks like Love Struck first. It looks a little deeper than Love Struck though. In my personal opinion, it's getting a little bit more depth, but we'll see once I get it on. And then the red is just very vibrantly red, so I'm interested to see how they're gonna combine together and what it's gonna look like. Cause girl, when I was watching that red, and I was like, ooh, I'm afraid now. Afraid to put this on my face. Okay, so Love Struck is actually lighter than the newer shade. That's supposed to be combined with the red. So I'm glad all of them don't really have the same undertone. The only one I feel like it has a somewhat close undertone is Paradise Venus. Okay, so here they are on the very end. This is Love Struck right here. Then we have the red in there. And then this is the original shade I told you all I thought looked like Night Bloom, but it was deeper, and I was right. It's quite deeper. So, we have swatched all those. Now let's get into the highlighter portion. Girls, I told you I'd be just long and out of this world. Out of this world ridiculous. So I'm going to go wipe my hand off, because I forgot to bring a makeup remover wipe in here. Then we're going to go ahead and try out these two highlighters. So I'm going to swatch the Venus Nectar, because it's in the Bridgerton palette, which is why I didn't buy it. I got two shades. I got the deepest highlighter shade. I have Golden Moon, and I think the other one was the original shade from the last collection, Gold Nectar. I'm going to have to check on the website real quick, but let me wipe my hand off, then we'll come back and do the highlighter portion. Okay, y'all, so these are the Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Divine Glow Highlighters. These retail for $48. They only have 3 on Sephora. So they have Lunar Allure, which is a glimmering platinum with a pink twist. We know I wasn't buying that because, you know, the fact this is platinum in it is like, no. I got Venus Nectar, like I told you all, in the Bridgerton palette, which is why I didn't buy it separately. And then I bought the shade Bronze Mirage, but on Sephora it only says Mirage, but it's called Bronze Mirage on her site. And then I got the exclusive one that's called Golden Moonlit. So Golden Moonlight, that's the one that she said was only going to be on her website. It was exclusive to her website, and sure enough, you can't find it at Sephora. So it is a hybrid powder highlighter with a smooth, high-intensity finish. This high polish pressed highlighter combines skin-loving botanical oils with multi-tone micro pearls. Molten luminously blends seamlessly into skin for a smooth, ultra-reflective finish and silken feel. It quickly imbues everything it touches with gilded glass-like luster and solar flare shine. Y'all, I just butchered reading that. Well, I ain't doing much with these. But yeah, so let's get the swatching. So apparently, I'm gonna just swatch the one that's exclusive to her website first up against Golden Nectar and Lunar Nude that came out last year. So Lunar Nude came out in the holiday collection last year, and then Golden Nectar, you all know, came out with the original blushes because we were so excited to get a new highlighter formula from her. So this is gonna be Golden Moonlight, and I'm gonna see how it compares to these other two. So I feel like the highlighters just show more pigment automatically, and I didn't swatch in them nearly as much as I had to in the blushes, which is interesting. So my Golden Nectar is a little well loved, so just, you know, be advised, she gonna be out here looking a little ratchet. It's fine. So this Golden Nectar, it's a little different. It has more of a deeper champagne, whereas this seems to be a more icy champagne shade. I don't know about the technicalities of it all, but I did Golden Moonlight, and I did Golden Nectar, and now we're gonna do Lunar Nude. This is the one that came with the pretty embossing crescent on it. Okay, yeah, that one looks more similar to Lunar. It looks more similar to Golden Nectar. So here are all the highlighters. This is the newest one. This is Golden Moonlit from her website. This is the original Golden Nectar that came with the blushes the first go round, and then this is the Lunar Nude that came in the holiday collection for 2021. So that's what all the highlighters look like. Now I'm just gonna swatch the other two highlighters that came in the collection that I already had Venus Nectar. I've said that how many times now, but that was my favorite one, so I had wished I had just got it individually, but at the same time I was like, I'm not gonna pay for it individually because it's already in this palette. I think it's one of her favorites too, because she keeps putting it in everything. It's like, I like gold, warm, peachy highlighters too, mother. I understand. They're stunning. And now we're going to take Bronze Mirage, or it's Mirage as Sephora calls it, because for some reason they couldn't put the bronze on it. Don't know why. I think the bronze is lovely. And of course, that one in Venus Nectar are my favorite, and you'll see why in a second. Look at that. Like, look how gorgeous that looks against my skin tone. And then there's the Venus Nectar right there. So that's all the highlighters in this collection. So what I kind of want to put Moonlit down the middle of my face. So Golden Moonlit is going to go down the middle of my face. We're going to put, I'm going to combine Bronze, Mirage, and Venus Nectar and put those on the high points of my face. And then we're going to try each one of the blushes accordingly. So, zoom you in, and we can start on the blushes first. I am testing out a bronzer today. I'm testing out the one from, what's the brand? Sigma. I did a video on it yesterday, but I didn't get to do a wear test on it, so I figured since I'm wear testing these blushes, I'll wear test it today. Put my hair back real quick. So the first shade I have is Paradise Glow. I think I put it on top because it's my favorite. But I think I'm going to start off with Cosmic Coral since it's the lightest of the two, and we'll see how well those go. So I'm mixing both of these together though, not just, you know, one. So we'll see how well this looks. So this is Cosmic Coral. I don't think we're going to get to use Night Bloom today just because it's so much deeper. I mean, it might go with the eye nicely, but I don't want to overload my face with blush. And I'm going to have 2 different blushes on at the ears, so I'll have to use that one in another video. Sorry, but I will swatch them together and let you see how they look on the back of my hand, since I didn't swatch both of them on the back of my hand to begin with. So we got that brush. Let's go into Paradise Glow now. The one I'm most excited about. And the one I feel like I would use the most. So yeah, put both those together now. Yeah, see, this is the one that matches my skin tone the best, and when I don't know what to put on and I'm in a rush, I love to use shades like this. So I just got another one to add to my collection. I have a cheaper version from e.l.f. called Always Spicy that I use and times like that too, so it's like that might be good. And since you can hardly see it, maybe I can put the other one on top of it, because this one I feel like you can see more than this one. This one I feel like blends into my skin tone better. So, okay, let's look at the Nightfall. Sorry, Night Bloom. So I'm genuinely curious like how this is going to look together. This is what I'm most curious about. Wish me luck, y'all. I'm afraid. See, because it's just giving, I feel like it was just giving a lot of red. I don't see the, like, see what I'm saying? Like, I don't see the purplish and neutraliness in it like I did with the other one. And I just feel like I have a giant red bruise on my face now. So, I'm not a fan of this shade. But I could have just dipped into too much red. Let's see if I can dip into some more purple and try to fix this. Because I'm telling y'all, I was nervous when I saw the shade. Okay, it's looking a little better now, but it's still looking like, you know, too much is going on my face. And I'm not liking that too much. So yeah, no. I'm going to stick to Paradise Venus. And now I'm going to have to go fix whatever's going on here. So I'll be right back. Okay, girl? Okay. Okay, y'all. So I fixed it somewhat. I still feel like I look a little crazy. But, you know, live and learn. And I had a feeling I wasn't going to like that color that much. And I was right, because y'all saw what it did to my face. The disrespect. Anyway, let's get into this golden moonlight. So this is when I told you I was gonna put that in the middle of my face. I feel like it might give like a cast, if you will. And I didn't want it to be the focal point of my cheeks, since y'all know when I do a lot of my pictures, I like to turn certain ways and do stuff like that. And I didn't want it to be an actual highlight showing up there. So I was like, if I put that in the middle of my face, hopefully it won't be as noticeable, because you'll be looking at the one that matches my skin tone that's on the side. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but I still feel like there's a little bit of a cast, so there's that. And this was the shade Golden Moonlight. Now we're going to mix Venus Nectar and Bronze Mirage together and do those. Then I'm going to go off camera and do the eyes. So I do one eye and come back, and then we'll try the lip gloss from what's her name? Sorry, not lip gloss, lipstick from what's Stefani. So ooh, look at that. Yes, the mother can't do wrong with the highlighters. Now, that blush though, it made me look like I had a giant red bruise on my cheek. And that's the thing, I didn't dip into it that much, so maybe the brush just picked up a lot of pigmentation. I don't use that brush for blush that often. I usually use it for bronzer, but I don't have that many blush brushes here in my grandmother's house, so I had to like use what I had. And I didn't want to contaminate the product, which maybe I should have, because then it wouldn't have been as, you know, pigmented crazy in my face. But you know, alas, here we are, here it is, whatever. So this is what the highlighter looks like combined. We put Bronze Mirage and Venus Nectar together, and this is what we're working with. And I must say, I'm loving this color combination. Like, it's stunning, because you get the peachy warm gold, but you still get the more orange color that matches my skin tone the best. So that's why I knew I wanted that on the sides of my face, because I feel like it would blend in and look the most natural glow from within. So this will be working when it comes to highlighter and blush. Now I'm gonna go off camera, like I said, and we're gonna get into these cute little quad. Now, it's not much I can do with it, because it's only 6 shades, so it shouldn't take me that long to go do that and then come back. I'm gonna have a lip line on, so that way, based upon the one eye I've done, we can determine what lip we want to use from Gwen, and then we can wrap it on up and I can give you thoughts. Okay, girl? Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so this is the eye look I came up with using the quad. I actually did a halo. I haven't done one in forever. And with this lip, I decided we need to use Lovable Me. This is what it looks like. It's like more of a deepish, mauve tone type lipstick. It looks more berry tone than the other one, as weird as it is, but on the packaging, it has like more of a lighter nudish type color, so I was confused. It smells really nice. It smells like vanilla. This is what the shade I picked looks like. It smells nice. It was pretty easy to apply. I did have a little tugging, but you know, I might just need to exfoliate my lips. I haven't done that in a while, so it could just be me. But let's get into the eye now. So I use Pat McGrath. I use Natasha Denona's eyeshadow base because, as we all know, Mother doesn't have an eyeshadow base, so I had to use what I had. And since I knew I didn't need to use my white one to get these colors to perform, because Mother doesn't really use a whole bunch of color, I was like, I'll just stick to Natasha's. I can't wait till the day Mother comes out with eyeshadow primer. I mean, I can't wait till the day Mother comes out with bronzer. Like, that's Mother, that's what we want. But I figured since we were on this topic of bronzers, we could talk about Jacqueline's new collection with the bronzers. So she was talking about how people were complaining and how they, that was the most requested thing and all that. So she went ahead and made it. But it's like, people complain about you not being inclusive with the cream ones. You making some more pressed ones doesn't fix the fact that the only cream ones you made, and since creams is popular right now, it made sense for her to make cream ones. She only made cream ones that work on herself or people in her family. It's like, was I supposed to ignore the fact that you still didn't fix the problem with making the cream ones after you had a whole collection of them, said you would make some more and haven't seen any cream ones and all we see is powder now? Because that's what people would complain about, you not having enough cream ones for everyone, just enough cream ones for all the people who look like you. So I'm sorry that she got the message confused and thought people were talking about the powder ones. I mean, I heard people complain about the powder ones too, but it's like, was it cheaper to make more powder ones than it was for you to just simply fix the problem with the cream ones that you created by only creating ones for people to look like you, or what? Because was I supposed to forget that that's what people had the most complaint about, the cream ones, not the powder ones? Or was I supposed to be distracted by the pretty packaging, like, oh, the packaging's pretty and blah blah blah? Like, girl, 500 million people have come out with bronzers this year, and plenty of brands have come up with clean bronzers in pots like yours and managed to make one for me. Like, even when NARS screwed up, when they came back the next year, they had one or two for people who look like me. So why couldn't you just do that? Like, why'd you come up with more powder ones? I mean, that one needed to be worked on too, and I guess maybe that one already went into works after people complained, but I don't know. I was just thought it was interesting she was acting like that one, like, solely shade today. I'm taking the darkest shade now, the same eggplantish purple shade that you find in the Bronze Seduction. But I don't know what y'all thoughts are, because I mean, like, she act like this was just the most requested thing from her. But it's like, if everybody talking about your cream bronzer and lack of shades, and everybody talked about how nice it was, why didn't you fix the problem with that? Why didn't we fix the problem with that? Because that's what I heard the most clap back on, not her powder ones, her cream ones. So I thought it was interesting that she was acting like she really did it with the powder ones. I mean, she did better than she did when she initially came out with the blush and bronzer combos, because I think it's only like 4 or 5 of those, which means it's only 4 or 5 shades, so she doubled the shades essentially. But you still ain't addressed this cream bronzer situation, and this would have been the time to do it when it's popular. Like, I don't understand why we dropped the ball there. I mean, she drops the ball a lot of places, so I guess I should understand by now, but you know, I was just like, she acting like she really did it with these powder bronzers. And like, some girl commented, and I noticed in the picture too, she was talking about how it was literally purple. We're gonna take the same shade and run it in the lower lash line, like one of the shades of the deeper tone. Some girl was like, it is literally purple. And when I went and looked at her campaign pictures, like, she was right. The bronzer literally looked like it was purple. It looked eggplant, like this eyeshadow I'm rubbing underneath my eyes. So I was like, People that ain't my color are noticing like this stuff. It's like they woke and realized as well. Now in all fairness, that girl might have just said it just because it's Jaclyn Hill and people like to criticize Jaclyn Hill. I'm not coming from that sense. I'm coming from, you already had cream bronzers. Cream is the most popular thing right now. Why would you come out with more powder ones and act like you saved the day when you never had inclusive creamers to begin with? That's where I'm coming from with my comment. It's not so much I'm trying to bash her. I'm just giving constructive criticism. If you didn't come out with any shades for anyone besides yourself with the cream bronzers initially, and this is the year of cream everything, or the last couple of years has been the years of cream everything, why would you think it's a good idea to come out with more powder ones and then act like you really did something when everybody's really into the cream thing right now and the only cream ones you made only worked for you? Like, I'm trying to figure out where the disconnect is. That's why I'm asking. It's genuinely something I'm confused about. Now we're going to take this gorgeous shade and put it on the middle of the lid. This is the one I believe that was in the Mothership 3 palette, and all these other shades I'm told in Mothership 5. So. But since she's trying to, I'm assuming, get the smaller market of people who want to spend $1 million on eyeshadow for her regular size palette, it makes sense that she came up with this size palette and she took the shades from her most popular palette, because this is the palette that people talk about the most, the Mothership 5. I feel like a good amount of people talking about Mothership 3. My personal favorite is 1, but we know I'm biased. I love cool tones and I love blue, and that's pretty much what that palette is. So I'm going to take the light purple shade next to it and pop that in my inner corner. And this eye look is complete. But yeah, let me know down below what you think about this bronzer situation, because I mean, she over here acting like she just did it all. And y'all know how dramatic she is in all her videos, so she needs to act like she's really just changed the world and, you know, reinvented the wheel and all that just because she came out with 5 more bronzers that were more inclusive but didn't address her cream bronzer, you know. And I was like, did we really address something? Or I don't feel like we did. And I think she came out with some more of those putty highlighters or something. Somebody said they were really nice. I never bought any, so I don't know. I didn't buy anything from the collection because it's like, if bronzer isn't for me, then you can keep your highlighters too, and I don't give a damn about lip gloss. Or that whole summer collection was just easy pass for me, and so is this one, because plenty of other people have come out with bronzers. If she has a sale or something, I might eventually try it, but I'm not going to rush out to get it because you still didn't address the real issue. The real bronzers people wanted was to try the cream formulas you were raving about that they couldn't because you didn't make it. Let's talk about Mother now. So I'm scared of the Night Bloom blush, so I would only recommend that you put that one underneath foundation like she talked about, and then you can powder over and calm down the coloring of it, or just use an extremely light hand. But I didn't even dip into the blush that much. I literally dipped into it like once, tapped it off, dipped into the other side once, tapped it off, and you know, when then y'all saw how crazy my face looked. So maybe that's the one that she meant specifically, that you put underneath cream and then put powder on top, because girl, no. Just no, it was a no for me with that one, until I find a better way to use it, or maybe just a different brush, because I'm feeling like that brush picked up a lot of product. I had the Andrea Renee Peach and Pearl collection brush, and I used to use that for bronzer, but she said you can use it for bronzer or blush, so I figured I'd try it with that blush, but that was a fail. And I've usually used it with other blushes and it was fine, so it's just the pigmentation on that is real, so you need to be careful with it. My favorite one, of course, was Paradise Glow, because that's the one that matches my skin tone the best. And then the coral one is okay as well. That's the one we have on this side. It looks nice. I'm just eerie of putting the night one back on my face again because of what it just did. But yeah, I really like her highlighter formula. I've always liked her highlighter formula since the after the hockey puck one, she did better, and now she's on her best formula now with these, because the Divine Rose highlighter is okay, but it's not as good as the formula that's on my face now, and that came out with the blush collection. So I'm glad she got her highlighter situation in order, because if she was gonna make more like that hockey puck, I wasn't with it. I still have the hockey puck for review purposes, but otherwise, yeah, no, I don't touch that thing at all. Sorry, reference purposes, not reviews. But I don't really have anything bad to say about any of this stuff. All the stuff worked out well, except for, like I said, the Night Bloom. Y'all saw a whole mess. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I will be doing swatch comparisons on my Instagram stories, so follow Gel Beauty 87 on IG. I'll try to get those done over the weekend. I make no promises as a guarantee, but I'm gonna try to get them done over the weekend. Be blessed, girl. Bye.